morning, everybody. It is Tuesday, November 21st, and it is actually, what do I want to say? Cultural Day, Cultural Project Day. So this is our clinical day for this week. It's Thanksgiving week, but we have our clinical project, so that's where I'm headed. I have to go to another campus that's over an hour away. So I am headed there now. Hopefully there's no traffic or anything because it took a little longer to get out of there. So that's where I'm headed. I have all of my stuff. I think my teammates have the rest of the stuff that they need to bring. We're all supposed to bring a food item and then our speech. So I'm going to head there now and I'll let you know how it went. Hey everybody, it is Tuesday, November 28th. I am behind on uploading videos. Sorry about that. I don't remember if I finished up a video for Cultural Day last week, so I'll just do it now. It went really well. I think there was like 7 or 8 groups all together, so 7 or 8 different countries that we listened and talked about. It was a long day. It was a typical clinical day. We were there from 8 o'clock until about 5:30. Basically it was 30 to 40 minutes per group presentation. We took time to eat the foods that we all made and brought. And it was overall, it was fine. It was just long. And it was a long drive too. It was over an hour away, so that played into it a little bit, made it an extra long day. But I did good. I got 100% on that. I now have like almost a 97% in the clinical class. And I'm so close to an A in lecture. I have like an 88.9 or something like that. So just like a percentage point away. They do not round up, they only round down. So if I want an A, I'm really gonna have to get over 90% in order to do it. An 89.9 won't do it. So that is gonna be my goal. I think I did the math right because they're all weighted a little bit differently. So I think I have to get a 93, I think is what I figured, in order to get a 90 in the class. So hopefully I can do that on the last exam, the final. And then I would keep my 4.0 at the college, which would be nice. But that is that. So let me, I'll get this video uploaded hopefully today. Now that I've done a lot of the Christmas decorating that I needed to do. All right, guys, talk to you later. All right, so I'm just kind of following up to the last video. But so this week is technically the second to last week of school, but it's our last clinical tomorrow. I already know our assignment. We have a blank medication form that we have to choose with our instructor's approval, a classification of medications, and then we have a care map. So that is our last assignment this week for clinical. Thursday, we're supposed to have student-led exam review if anyone has anything. I'm not sure if they're going to do any sort of quiz. Which I would expect because some people are really close to certain percentages. So I think they're going to try to see if they can help anyone out that's really good at quizzes. I'm not good at quizzes. I'm better on the exams. But so I think that's what's going to happen this week. And then I think we're going to go over, the rest of the assignments. I actually finished all of the SurePath for the whole semester Sunday. So I finished all that. So we had oxygenation, which was the week before Thanksgiving, and then this week was ethics and legal matters. as well as loss and grief. So I finished up all the SurePath for everything, and then I was just kind of looking around like, now what do I do? Because like the SurePath takes so much time that I've just always been kind of doing it in the background, and it's like busy work. But when I finished, I was like, I don't know what to do with my hands anymore, because now I don't have any SurePath to do. So I do have the final exam study topics. So I do need to make my final exam study guide this week. That is my assignment that I gave myself for the week. Our final exam is next week. So we have just over a week before that. And next week is the last week of school. So amazing. I'm definitely going to pass. I'm really close, like I said in the last video, to an A in lecture. I'm just like a percentage point off. So if I do really well on the final and get like a 93, I should be able to get an A in lecture, which would be awesome. But if not, you know, I'll have to settle for the B. But I'm just happy to have passed. I mean, it has been definitely a struggle and a strain and taken a lot of my time. But when you really want something, you got to put your mind to it, right? Do what it takes. So that's what's on the schedule for this week. I'm actually headed over to the college right now. We have to return our simulation bags that had all of our little, not plastic, what do I want to call them? It's kind of like a soft plastic, like realistically textured simulation body parts, you know, that we were practicing things on. So those are all due back. I have to go turn that in. And tomorrow is the last clinical, like on site. So it's our last day at the long-term care. Next week will be sim lottery. So I believe that'll be at the college instead, which will be over an hour away. But that's what's going on this week. So, and it's beautiful out right now. I think it's like 50. It's 49. Tomorrow is going to be super duper cold, like 39 in the morning. So I'm going to be freezing when we get to clinical site. But at least we're going to be inside. But yeah, so we're nearly there, and I apologize for slacking on the videos. There's just been kind of a lot going on, getting ready for Christmas now, so busy, but they will be uploaded. I'm pretty sure no one has time to even watch them right now because everyone's busy with school and getting ready for holidays, but it is what it is. No big deal. I'm glad you guys have followed along on this journey, and then I'll pick up again after next week in January to start med surge, basically. So I'll catch you guys later. Bye. Good morning, everybody. That is not something weird on the grass. That is actual frost, because it got down to 33 here in Florida overnight and this morning. So here's our first frost in November, which is unusual for this time of year. Usually we'll get this late December or January, but November's unusual. But anyway, it is just after 6:45 in the morning on Wednesday, November 30th, 29th, one of those. And it is clinical day. It is the last clinical day at the clinical site. So we'll see what's in store for us. But our instructor allowed us to come 30 minutes later than usual. So I'm leaving a little bit later than usual. I wanted to leave a little bit sooner than this, but it didn't work out. So it is what it is. I know I'll get there in time because I always give myself a 15-minute buffer. But wow, there's a lot of frost. But I still like to give myself like extra time so I can compose myself and gather all my stuff. And we actually have to be like inside sitting down at the time that she says to be there. So she does not like lateness. So I'm heading out now. Hopefully there's not like a whole lot of traffic or anything. There's already like a lot of cars heading out around the same time, so that could be problematic. Hopefully it's not a sign of what's to come with more people being on the road at this time. But like I discussed yesterday, our clinical assignment this week is a blank medication form and a care map, which both topics have to be cleared by the instructor, so can't do anything until we go to clinical today. Friday also, our final evaluations are due from our midterm, which was either a demonstration or a teaching topic, or basically doing something with an actual patient, like range of motion or discussing ADLs, things like that. So Friday, we have to submit our final on that, basically how we think we performed on the subject matter that we chose. And hopefully I remember everything that I did with my patient, because my instructor was there observing, and she was also kind of discussing what we should be doing with the patient for ADLs. It's not as simple as, let's make sure you can go to the bathroom, let's make sure that you can brush your teeth and brush your hair. It's not those are activities of daily living, but it's not as simple as it seems. So hopefully I remember all the things that she said, because we were in there for like half an hour. So we'll see. I'll do my best. And then tomorrow for lecture, I'm assuming we're going to have a quiz, just because there's so many people that are so close to having a B in the class, that are like hovering right around BC area. And you have to have a B in order to pass. So I'm assuming they're going to give us one more quiz to see if some of those people can bring up their grades. I'm not a good quizzer, so the quizzes don't do anything for me positively. Some of the people do really well on the quizzes, because I think what it is they're taking the quiz questions off of the internet. And these people know where to find those questions, so good on them, I guess. I don't know where to find them. The ponds are pretty cool, because there's all this steam coming off of them, because the pond is probably warmer than the air, maybe. So anyway, I'm going to head out to school. I'm nearly where I need to be to get onto the main road. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that, focus on getting to school on time. It's already just before 7, and I got a boogie. So I will catch up with you guys later. Good morning, everybody. It is Thursday, November 30th, I believe. And it is lecture day. I think everyone's under the consensus that there's a quiz today. And then we do have to go over the last few chapters, which cover legal implications of nursing, ethics, and loss and grief. So I'm not sure if the quiz is going to be on oxygenation, which was the lesson from a week or two ago, or if it's going to be on this week's lesson. So who knows? But I did the sure path for everything. Whether I remember it all is another story. I was so tired last night, and my body was so sore that I put myself to bed at like 9. I didn't fall asleep until like 9:30 or something, but I was so tired. So I didn't get a whole lot done last night as far as like refreshing on the material. But we'll see how it goes. Hopefully I don't like bomb the quiz, because if I can get a decent score, maybe I can help bring up my grade to an A. As far as yesterday's clinical went, we left at 5. It was mostly a typical day. I mean, nothing crazy, nothing real different. We were just basically assigned to do head to toes, and give each other feedback on their head to toes and go with different people so that you get different feedback, which makes sense. And it was good to do a refresh on that because the head to toe is probably, there's the most things to cover there, so that was good. And then basically we did vital signs down a whole hall in the afternoon, and then did our post conference. A lot of it was basically what did we learn this semester, what are we going to take away from what we've done, and what are you going to remember, and that sort of thing. So all in all, real good. Next week's skills lottery and the final, so that'll be coming up next week, and then that's it for this semester. So I hope I'm not getting sick or something, because I think my body is just like giving up. It feels like it's giving up, but it's a little bit later than I wanted to leave right now. It's right around 8 o'clock, which is cutting it pretty tight, considering I have a little over a 45-minute drive to get to school if there's no traffic. So we'll see how that goes. I haven't been late yet, but if they do the quiz at the very beginning, I hope I don't miss any of it. I also wanted to refresh on the rest of the material that I didn't catch up with this morning. I got up at 6:30 and I was going through some of the chapters and stuff, which helped. But I'm gonna head out and get to lecture, and I'll let you guys know how it goes. Hey everybody, it is Friday the 1st of December, and we had our last lecture class yesterday. They did let us out about 30 minutes early, but we did have a nursing club meeting at 2, so we got out at 1:15 and we just kind of had to sit around, and then the nursing meeting went till 3. But that would be a good tip. If you get into nursing school, get involved with your school's nursing club, because that is a really good way to get connections, and also trying to get the air going here because it's going to end up being a warm day. But it's a really good way to get connections and find out a lot of information, and it's just good to be a part of the nursing club, because that's going to be your career. So why not be involved? So we had that meeting, and lecture was basically PowerPoints on the last 3 chapters, which were legal implications of nursing, ethics involving nursing, and loss and grief. So those were the last 3 chapters. No quiz. I guess there was a consensus among the instructors that the quiz grades that typically are achieved would end up bringing down the overall grades in the class. And right now there's 30% of the class that is not passing, because you have to have at least an 80% to pass. So 30% of the class is under that right now for an overall grade. So they decided not to do the quiz. I did find out that next week for skills lottery for clinical, it sounds like it's going to be Wednesday, and it's going to be over an hour away. And of course our final exam is Thursday, so not ideal. It's not exactly the way I had it, planned out, but that's just the way things go. It sounds like it's going to be a long day too. So, hopefully there'll be some opportunities to do some final exam review before our final exam on Thursday, but we'll just have to see. I'm actually on my way to get my hair done. I am late. I forgot about it. I'm telling you, nursing school does things to your brain that that are not the best because you're putting all of your effort into studying and learning the material, and then your brain can only remember so many things, so like everything else just kind of falls where it may. And I thought this was for tomorrow. Like, I was busy trying to plan out how tomorrow is going to work, with me getting my hair done and my daughter having tumbling. So that's what I was in the middle of doing when the hair salon called and said, hey, you're supposed to be here right now. Whoops. So that's all part of it. If I can make, a couple of suggestions, get a planner for all of your assignments for school. And 2, make sure that you write down somewhere what your household appointments are, because you have to make sure that those 2 can work together, because otherwise you're going to be a hot mess like right now. I have my school planner. I've been keeping up on that, but I have not been keeping up on our household planner, and that's why I am late. So, definitely do that. But I'm going to go ahead and head out to there, try to get there before it's too late. And next week will be last week of school. Skills Lottery Day Wednesday, final exam Thursday. Hopefully we'll know our final exam grade by Friday of next week, so that they can quickly get us registered to our next semester of classes, which will be for Adult 1, which includes Med-Surg. And we can't be signed up for any of that until they get the final grades in. So lots going on in the next week. It'll be, critical time to do well. So this weekend I'm going to be spending a lot of time on my study guide and studying, and into Monday and Tuesday, since now Wednesdays are Skills Lotto. But I will catch up with you guys then. Bye.